2 miles south of the United States Capitol. Welcome to Nationals Park. We're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Washington Nationals. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. And on the mound in this one, Jake Irvin. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And that one fouled off. The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a bouncer. Abrams on the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out. And here's the first baseman, Munetaka Murakami. To the right side. And he's out on the tag. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Derek Hill. Cruz on the move, reaching down, makes the catch. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Getting the start for the Chicago White Sox, Shane Smith. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Dalen Lyle digging in for the Nationals. Hey. Outside with a breaking ball. There's the strike. 95 of that one. In the air, right field. Hayes under it. And there's one down. So up next, Jacob Young.
Center fielder, Jacob Young.
Hey! Ball. That one at the knees for a strike. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Next to hit for the Nats, James Wood. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. A little bit low.
That's outside.
This one in the air, center field. Acuna settles under it, and that's the third out. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Colson Montgomery.
Ball.
Urban, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2018. Here's a 1-1. Fouled off left side. And down on strikes he goes, and one away. Stepping in, Chase Mydroff. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. 2 down. And now the catcher comes up to hit, Kyle Teal. Late swing, foul to the left. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it's into the gap. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first.
Now this one gets through, and it gets by him. One run across. They're still chasing it as he rounds second.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Benintendi to the plate, and there's a foul ball. 0-1 now. There's a swing and a drive. Gone. He dunks it off the foul pole. He leaves the yard to right. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Into the outfield, base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Now here is Luis Angel Acuna. There's a line drive to left field. And that is that. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, C.J. Abrams.
Shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Foul ball. Oh, and 2 now. Got him swinging. Had him out front for strike 3. Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. Smith. He gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. Swings through that one for strike 2. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting sixth.
And now it's Luis Garcia.
Luis Garcia.
You look at what the elite pitchers do. They strike hitters out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park.
Yeah, all you want is a guy like that. Take the ball every 5th day, go out there, hand it over to the bullpen, perhaps in the 7th inning or later.
In the air, left field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back in Washington, D.C., all set for the start of the inning. Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And now the 0-1. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Up next for Chicago, left fielder
Derek Hill, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. Here's a 1-1. That's a base hit, and that's a 1-out single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the 6th.
Runner on the go. It's a pitch out. Throw to second. Out. To the right side, Nunez. The throw to first, inning over. Back here in Nationals Park as we go to the last of the 3rd. Harry Ford digging in for the Nationals. Yeah. That's smacked on a line to center. One up, one down. Nasim Nunez digs in now. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Quick toss to first. Nunez back in on a dive. Now he steps off. Nothing doing. And that's the second disengagement now. And now it's Keibert Ruiz. Pitch out, but no action. To second, but way too late. Safe there. One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the 3rd. High fly ball, right field. Hayes should have this one. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. He gets there safe at third as he moves up with 2 gone.
Up next,
So the
for
Nets lineup turns
Nationals,
over.
third
Dalen Lyle
baseman,
getting ready to
Dalen
hit.
Lyle.
Flied to right his first time.
Ball. That's inside.
Two outs with a runner at third. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that will end the inning. Back in Washington, D.C., on to the fourth, Chase Mydroff steps to the plate for the White Sox. On the ground to short. Abrams tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next,
So
for the
digging
White
in,
Sox,
Kyle
catcher,
Teal.
Kyle
1 for
Teal.
1 with a double and a run scored. Fastball
Yep,
is
that ball went out.
outside.
Looks like he's
Fastball
being a
to-
little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
And that one hammered out of here. A home run off the foul pole. He shoots one out to right, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0.
Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
And that's a base hit, so they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for Chicago, the
Bennett
designated
up here. On to pitch now for the Nationals, Jackson Rutledge.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Nope. Outside.
Base hit, and now 2 aboard.
Back-to-back singles, pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Vargas not sure what to expect after that first pitch. And that's ripped for a base hit. Hayes coming around third. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe! In comes the run from second.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
2 on, 1 out. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. Got him looking for the strikeout. Munetaka Murakami now at the plate.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Two on, 2 outs. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Stays alive. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. Here's the 0-2. There goes the runner. Young under it. And that is that. Well, the White Sox with a 2-run homer. And the lead is now 5-0. Back here in Nationals Park, ready to go, bottom 4. Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals.
You know, these Nationals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
The wind to kick the 2-0. Hit on the ground to short. Fires to first on the run. Pretty nice play there. Next to hit for the Nats, James Wood. Fly to center his first time.
James Wood.
Sliced hard but foul. The White Sox leading by 5. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a big swing and a miss. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And forget it. A solo shot. And they're chipping away. It's 5-1.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Here's C.J. Abrams now. Puts a bunt down. And that goes foul. Here's your 1.
Ball.
On a line, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for the Nationals,
Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. Went down on strikes his first time through. This to third. 1 at second. What a double play that was. Inning over. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the left fielder, Derek Hill.
Derek Hill.
You know, these White Sox putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Check swing. He went. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That one the other way. Makes the grab, 1 down. And up next for Chicago, Colson Montgomery.
Colson Montgomery.
Ball 1.
In the air, right field. And there's 2 away. Chase Mydroth steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Chase Mydroth.
He swings and fouls 1 off. 2 down, nobody on. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 2. And that one upstairs, ball 1. That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Struck him out looking. head to the bottom of the fifth. Leading off, Luis Garcia.
First baseman, Luis Garcia.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Nationals.
And next is the designated hitter, Harry Ford. 0 for 1 so far. Quick move to first, and he's back in there. Ford, 23 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
Well, these Nats just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Acuna takes it in for the out. One away.
And either way, the results aren't what they want, and they're probably feeling a little overmatched in the box.
Nunez,
Off the
the
plate,
next
ball
to
one.
hit, takes outside.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn two, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush.
Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. Back in Washington, D.C., top of the 6th inning, Kyle Teel steps to the plate for the White Sox. Down the line, it's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
One down. Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. He's already homered in this game.
Andrew Benintendi.
On the ground, and that one finds its way through. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
That one fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two on, one out.
Ball, that's down.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Here's the center fielder, Luis Angel Acuna. 0 for 3 in this one. On the ground to third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And everyone's safe. They're loaded. So bases all loaded up. Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Foul ball there. The White Sox trying to break this one open. And we're the top half of the 6th. Young has a beat on it. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Back here in Nationals Park. Well, we go bottom 6. Keibert Ruiz digging in for the Nationals.
Now pitching for the
Number
White Sox.
66 takes over on the mound.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That smash towards center. Acuna moving under it. And there's one away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And now here's the Nationals leadoff man, Dalen Lyle. Check swing called strike. That's strike one. That one hammered, but pulled foul. The 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Swing and a miss. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Digging in, Jacob Young. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's a strikeout looking. Some high cheese for strike 3. We go to the top of the 7th. Stepping in, Derek Hill.
Fielder, Derek Hill.
That's to third, and he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw, and it's going to wind up out of play. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's trying for third. They pitch out.
Now pitching.
Now on the mound for the Nationals, Brad Lord.
41, Brad Lord.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Runner goes again, and it's fouled away. Runner on the move again. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Ball, that's low.
Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And up next for Chicago, Chase Maidra. That one fouled off. 0-1. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Runner on at third, 1 gone. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beatings. Here's the catcher, Kyle Teal.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And now it's Austin Hayes.
Right fielder, Austin Hayes.
Intentional pass coming. Bases now loaded, though it does set up a force at every base. Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. Off the mark there. Ball 1. Bases loaded, 2 down. Ball comes home and he's dead at the plate. Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. Bottom of the 7th. Now the left fielder, James Wood. The Nationals in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hill takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Abrams stands in now and watches strike 1. Fought off foul.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
And they'll do it again. The Nats down by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. The high heat too much on that one. Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. Out towards right center field. Hayes on the move. That is the inning. Ready to begin the 8th. So now it's the White Sox DH, Andrew Benintendi. Benintendi checks his swing. Appeal down to third. Didn't go. Fouled off left side. And there's one away. So up next Miguel Vargas.
Third baseman, Miguel Vargas.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And now the lineup turns over with one away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
This one popped up and a foul ball. Foul ball. Lord. In his second season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Man at first, one away. Safe at second. And that's outside. Base knock center field. Vargas around third. He'll score easily. It's 6-1. And he'll reach second with one away.
A couple of singles back to back. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Next to hit, Munetaka Murakami. And that's a base hit. Coming home. In comes the run from second. Safe at second.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. I know those are ground. Oh, but it was absolutely.
Now on the bump, P.J. Pooler.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Forget it. A soaring shot to center. And they add on. It's 9-1.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Now it's going to be Colson Montgomery. And he grounds one to the right side. And that chance handled. Gets it to first. Fine play in the hole for the out. Two down, base is empty. Chase Mydroff steps to the plate for the White Sox. That's hard hit on the line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Up next for Chicago, catcher Kyle
So up now
Teal.
for Chicago, Kyle Teal. He's already homered here in this one. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though. Brings it in for the third out. Back in Washington, D.C. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. Luis Garcia digging in for the Nationals. Swing and a liner. Base hit out into right center field. And a good start to the inning. At the plate, Harry Ford. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
Strike two. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. One out man at first. Nasim Nunez digging in for the Nationals. 1 for 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. That one carrying. And wow, that one is way out of here. A 2-run blast. And they cut into the deficit. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way.
1 down. The switch hitting catcher will come up to hit. Keibert Ruiz. Right side. Nice grab from his knees. The throw on the money. Nice play.
Well, that is such a tough play, but they make it look easy. They slow the game down. That diving stop right there, it's only part of the equation. Then you got to collect yourself, get up, make a good throw, and you got to get it there in time. That's the toughest part, especially when it's got to be on the money.
Lyle in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. The White Sox going with a new arm, Sean Newcomb. He's into the game with the bases empty. Comes up empty. In the air to left center. Hill in position. And that'll do it. Back here in Nationals Park. All set to start the ninth in this one. Austin Hayes steps to the for the White Sox. On to pitch now for the Nationals, Andre Granillo.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 0-2. Ground ball left side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for Chicago, the designated hitter.
Andrew Benintendi steps up. Line and a base hit into right. Runner holds up at second. 2 aboard now.
Up next for Chicago, third base.
First and second and nobody out. Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. To the right side. The tag, and he's out. Back to the top of the order. Here's the center fielder, Luis Angel Acuna.
Ball. Damn.
Second and third, 1 away. Here at the top of the ninth. Ground ball right side. A sliding stop. Fires to first. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. And up next for Chicago, Munetaka Murakami.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Check swing went around. 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Benintendi on third with 2 out.
That's a ball.
That one missed. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 3-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Now the number 2 hitter, number 30.
Jacob Young.
And first offering is fouled off. That one pushed foul. Here's a rocket out to left. And a quick out, number 1. Next to hit for the Nats, James Wood.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
1 down, base is empty here in the ninth. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's a 1-out single.
All over that one right there. Just an awesome swing of the bat, quick hands, and just launched the baseball. 108 on the exit velocity. Man, that is coming off the bat pretty good. I know he's feeling good about it.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. 2 away now. So they're down to their final out. Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals.
Dylan Cruz.
Up the middle, Mydroth. And that'll do it. Final score here today, 10-3 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.